Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith and this is your JIS News for Friday, March 20. The Agriculture and Fisheries Ministry has placed an immediate restriction on the importation of poultry and poultry products from North America. The decision is in the wake of reported outbreaks of the avian influenza, more commonly known as bird flu, in Asia, Africa, Europe, and North America. Restricted products include, but are not limited to, live birds and hatching eggs, egg yolks, and egg whites. Raw poultry meat, raw pet foods containing poultry and feathers or offal are also restricted. The Agriculture Ministry says these measures are to safeguard the country's poultry and public health. Portfolio Minister Derek Kelly says the ministry is working with the stakeholders such as the Jamaica Customs Agency and the Ministry of Health. The ministry will also be engaging backyard and small-scale poultry operators, egg farmers, pet bird owners, pet stores and all other stakeholders to ensure full cooperation. In the meantime, farmers are being warned to avoid having their poultry come in contact with wild birds, including pigeons, by securing their poultry houses. Farmers should also ensure that feed and water are protected from contamination by these wild birds. Jamaica is currently free of the avian influenza or bird flu, but Minister Kelly says that with the National Emergency Animal Disease Committee in place, the country is prepared to handle any outbreaks of animal disease. He has also assured that there is no immediate food safety risk and the consumption of properly cooked poultry meat and poultry products remains safe. Financial analyst Ralston Hyman is praising government's economic reform program and says people on the ground have started to benefit. Mr. Hyman was speaking during JIS TV's current affairs program Issues and Answers. He said the nation's economic growth strategy was directly linked to the International Monetary Fund agreement. The financial analyst said the IMF agreement was also connected to the financial expenditure allocated to social protection programs such as the Program of Advancement through Health and Education.
Yes, if you don't pass the IMF test, you can't pass the people's test. And here's why. The IMF provides money for balance of payment support. In other words, the IMF provides money to help the country to pay its bills internationally. But an arrangement with the IMF also provides money from the World Bank, which lends money directly to the government of Jamaica to build schools, to build roads, to build hospitals, as well as money from the Inter-American Development Bank, which is used for policy-based loans. It also paves the way for grants from the European Union, which is used for all kinds of things, poverty reduction, crime fighting and all of those things. So if you don't pass the IMF test, you don't get those funds.
Ross and Hyman's full-length interview can be seen this Sunday on this station during Jamaica Magazine. More Jamaicans will soon be able to receive training in the small business sector following the receipt of a grant from the Japanese embassy. The $12 million grant was signed on Wednesday by the Japanese ambassador to Jamaica, Yasuo Takase, and CEO of the Council of Voluntary Social Services, Colette Campbell. Industry, Investment and Commerce State Minister Sharon Folks Abrahams explains how beneficial the project will be for small business persons.
Under this project, I understand there will be a fully equipped business training facility for entrepreneurs and small business persons to access business support and training through an interactive e-learning multimedia training platform to deliver face-to-face and online self-paced training modules in communities across the island.
Reset Caribbean Foundation will carry out the training exercises. The initiative is a product of the Grant Assistance for Grassroots Human Security Project being administered by the government of Japan. Since the program began in 1995, Japan has provided $740 million to support almost 90 projects across Jamaica. Opposition leader Andrew Holness has called for the passage of DNA legislation to be fast-tracked as part of measures to further arrest Jamaica's crime problem. Mr. Holness was making his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Tuesday. He said the legislation should include provisions for the creation of a DNA database and the mandatory taking of DNA samples from persons accused upon arrest.
DNA evidence does not only convict criminals, but it serves to protect the innocent.
Governor General Sir Patrick Allen announced in the throne speech on February 19 that in 2015-2016 government would be taking legislation to Parliament to establish a national DNA database. The opposition leader meanwhile also urged implementation of an island-wide registration and identification system to help reduce instances where criminals mislead the police regarding their identity. And finally, several hoteliers and suppliers are calling government's second tourism linkages speed networking event a major success. The session was held at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel on Tuesday and was a follow-up to the larger inaugural speed networking event, which was held in Montego Bay on January 21. It connected local suppliers with hotel buyers, and the Tourism Minister Dr. Wickham McNeil says work continues to ensure that the linkages are deepened.
The thing that I used to hear most was that the Jamaican producers, whether it was manufacturing or agriculture, couldn't get through the door, couldn't get to meet the person. So by the time manufacturers would meet the hoteliers, they had already done their contracts. Now what we're doing is before they're finished, we're putting everybody in contact with each other. And this gives great opportunity to Jamaicans.
The Speed Networking is an initiative of the Ministry's Tourism Linkages Council. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.